say no. The city of Detroit says no. I can't give up that much. I don't know, bruh. Isaiah Stewart, Duncan Robinson, Karis LeVert, and the first round pick for next year for somebody that I don't know if I'll get even 60 games with? Fuck no. I get it. They need buckets so bad. I'm doing that for Devin Booker. I'll do that for Devin Booker, but I'm not doing that for Kawhi Leonard, bro. I just can't. I would love to see Kawhi. That would be crazy. Kawhi, Ausar, Cade. Oh my goodness. Duren? Come on, bro. That would be fire, but I need Kawhi for a cheap price. I ain't gonna lie. I do need the Kawhi for the cheap price, and I definitely want to see Kawhi go east. But I need him for the low ski. I need Kawhi for the low. But yeah, y'all, I think the Pistons say no, bro. This is too much for a player that you're not guaranteed to have, y'all.
This could be nasty. This could be the one thing to save the Pistons. Pistons reportedly are looking to pursue Kawhi Leonard. This is perfect. A second star to Cade. Actual offensive help. Because I don't know why this man's in the big three. I'm taking Ausar. I'm taking Paul Reed, Dennis Jenkins, Tobias Harris over that trash can. But other teams like the Heat, Warriors have been rumored to want Kawhi, but I think Pistons is the best fit, greatest fit. I think it'd be the most fun fit. Maybe Golden State, but they're just too old. I just don't think anything can save them. Pistons, this could actually move the needle. All this being said, this is just going to get them swept by the Knicks. Knicks are not worried. Knicks are going to win the chip and repeat next year. Knicks.
Detroit Pistons need to go out and get Kawhi Leonard this offseason. Now, the Pistons are connected to a lot of big names in this offseason. We need another guy outside of Cade, just like another scorer, and Kawhi Leonard would be perfect for this Pistons team. Lauri Markkanen would be cool too, but I really want Kawhi. Kawhi only has 1 year left on his contract. The Pistons could definitely make a move for him, and there's some pieces that we could move to get Kawhi, and he wouldn't be that expensive as most people would think. Really, outside of Cade, Duren, and Ausar, I mean, there's not a lot of untouchable pieces on this Pistons team that I would not be willing to give up for Kawhi Leonard. Also, just think about the mentor that Kawhi would be on Ausar. I mean, Kawhi started off in the league as one of the best defensive players. He still is. But he didn't really develop his offensive game until later in his career. And with Ausar, it's the same exact thing. And then the Kawhi and Cade 1-2 punch would be something special. And people saying that Kawhi can't stay healthy. He played 65 games this year. Kawhi would be a perfect fit for this Pistons.
All right, so we have this report that came out that says that the Detroit Pistons, if they want Kawhi Leonard, the Clippers most likely gonna want Duren or Ausar Thompson. So let's talk about it. Now, most people gonna be like, put Jalen Duren in there, let's get Kawhi. And honestly, if you got a plan to fill the 5 position, which Paul Reed should be back, Stu is probably gonna be back. If you can get you a Robert Williams, or you can get you a Mitchell Robinson, or somebody where those 3 guys can man that center position for you, I don't have a problem with it. Or if you get your hands on a Nicholas Claxton or a Mark Williams or somebody, Miles Turner, somebody that I don't know, I'm just throwing names out here, they feel comfortable at that 5 position. I think most people would do it, but me personally, no, I ain't doing it. Sorry, I ain't doing it, bro. I just don't trust Kawhi. I don't think he would want to be in Detroit. And then I don't trust Kawhi at 34. You know what I'm saying? And some of the most critical moments that he had in Golden State, remember Zaza Pachulia tripped him up. Then remember that he got injured. They was in Phoenix. They was cooking somebody. He got injured in that series. You just can't depend. Or he was cooking them in Phoenix. That KD series, he was cooking them. You're just not dependable. For you to put all your eggs into the Kawhi Leonard basket, and let's say he willing to come here and be here, like that means you got to have a center. You still, he helps shooting wise. So, I mean, how do you support around him and Cade? Okay, you keep Ausar. How do you upgrade the 4 spot still? You still need more shooting. You still need another, at least one more score off the bench. I don't know, man. I don't like the idea of Kawhi. I mean, I like Kawhi as a player, but I just don't like the idea he don't stay healthy. You know, he just don't stay. You can't depend on him. I'd rather keep Duren and Ausar Thompson and develop before I go get, you know, Kawhi Leonard. If I'm really gonna splurge on somebody like that, I'm gonna just splurge on the Devin Booker. I know he's been durable. You know, he can shoot. He can, you know, but I mean, yeah, there's lesser risks that can have big impacts than that. But hey, if you truly believe, your medical physicians look at him and truly believe he got at least 3 more good years left at 34, take the risk. But if me personally, if I'm gonna take a risk, it's not gonna be on AD, it's not gonna be on Giannis, it's not gonna be on Kawhi. I take a risk on Kyrie, because I don't think the price is gonna be that high. You know, KD, team obliterator, they should be willing to get him up for Frisky, but I'm not saying that's what I would do. But me personally, if I'm really looking at this situation, I'd rather roll the dice with a guy like Zach LaVine. I'd rather roll the dice, you know, McCollum in free agency, Norman Powell, Malik Monk. I'd rather roll the dice with those guys. Kyrie. But if I got to give up a king's ransom just to get some damaged goods, I'm good. Then I go for Kyrie and KD and the rest. Yeah, I'm good. If I'm going to give up a little bit something and land a Trey Murphy, cool. He's a young guy at a good price point. If I'm going to move up in draft and get a Yaxel Lindenberg, I'm cool. Even if that was to move up and get an A-Cup, I'm fine with that. Young, spry, you know. But I'm in a variety of looking at guys like Kobe White, you know, Zach LaVine, Norman Powell, CJ McCollum, you know, guys like that. But that's just my opinion. And people say the Pistons ready. Oh, you ready to win a championship right now? Cool. No problem about it. You ready to win a championship right now? You get on a footstep and one of them dudes get injured. Kevin Durant. When shit wrong before the playoffs, actually got injured. You know? But to me, I get the people that say, oh, y'all valuing these players too much. They just players. It's a team sport. Camaraderie is damn near everything. Can you trust Kawhi to be there when you need him? I don't. I don't. So, it's just me. If Minnesota want to go trade for Kawhi or John Morant and keep it a bean, I'd rather have Ja than go get Kawhi right now. Only reason because Ja's young. I ain't saying that's what I would do, but I'm good. Time for the NBA to pack these old dudes up. But if he was guaranteed to stay healthy and give me 3 of the seasons that he had next year, you can guarantee me he can stay healthy and give me give me 3 more years like he had last year, I would do it. I would do it. But in a lot of the names when we talk about these athletes today, they gonna miss 20 to 30 games off rip. And I'm being nice on the 20 game. They gonna miss 20 to 30 games. They are. They really are. They're gonna miss them. So, but in general, if you told me I can get 3 good seasons like he had last year of being healthy and balling, I would do the Kawhi Leonard deal for 3 seasons. I really would. But no. I'd rather, you know, if I get a Trey Murphy or marketing or trade for Yaxel Lindenberg or trade up for him, get a LaVine and or a Kobe White and Monk or a couple guys like that and a shooter, I'd rather just fill the team out with solid players, bro. Around Duren and Ausar Thompson, and I'll just really add what we missing. But that's just me. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate the love, support. Find me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, Instagram. Everything is in the link in the description. Peace.